team needed 2 strikes to pass Frank Ellenberg to go into the top 5 and give himself a chance at that $45,000. Just buried all 3, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Now he trails by just 9 pins, 6 frame.
He was second last year in the Quaker State Open. Best here was 16th 2 years ago. And as Bo said, those are the type of strikes that he was making last night. Today's another day.
Mike Edwards looks very sharp. A little light in the pocket 4 times, solid in the 4th and 6th frames. Although Weber has the lead. He is the only player so far to carry an off hit. That was in the 2nd frame. He carried the light wall shot, and that's been the difference so far in the match. Strike working, a double here in the 6th. He'd lead by 19.
And now Pete, too, will know what it's like. Shoot that single pin spare.
Pete's doing something we haven't seen him do before, and that's switch to a harder, shinier ball for spares. And I think the reason being he's using a hooking type ball for his first shot, and he needs to control that spare shot.
The mental side is so important in this game, and we asked Pete earlier. He has a different attitude when he plays a super player or a newer one.
Oh, when I play against a super player like Mike Albee or Mark Roth, my attitude changes a little bit. I get a little more vicious on the lanes. I smack my hands a little more, grip my teeth a little more, as to where when I bowl a rookie out here, it's a little more mellow. I don't grip my teeth or smack my hands as much.
Mr. Intensity. Don't let him kid you. He is a competitor. Look at those eyes.
Terrible shot. Terrible.
Once again,
self-analysis is always good.
He's got that mic on him, the what we call lavalier mic or unmanned, needs no wire. It's an RF mic, and the 360 left in the 4th frame he covered perfectly. Once again, the 7th frame, he needs this to maintain his lead.
Stuck at the line and nearly went across it. Pete Weber with a 7-pin lead here in our first match. More of it following this. And then Mugabe gave him fits in his 12th title defense. And Bo, ski flying.
Flying
that takes courage.
Over 600 feet in the air, and they start from 120 meters, so quite a move through the air without an engine. Now here's a guy who has to get his motor running. He can take the lead for the first time in a match if he can strike in the 7th frame. Mike Edwards trails by 7, needs this one for the lead.
And what looked like a light hit. The lead is Mike's.
The perseverance of Mike Edwards. He goes to the sideboard with the head pin and comes back, and this time with the good lift takes out the 4, 5, and 7 pins. He has the lead, and he likes this shot. The first good break he's had so far in the match. This could be a key shot for Edwards. He's been right around the pocket on the left-hand lane every time, and he can extend his lead to 13 with a turkey.
And that he does, his 24-year-old non-winner from Tulsa. There's his reaction.
By far the best shot Mike Edwards has thrown today. Takes the 13-pin lead. Let's see how Weber, the veteran at a very young age of 23, reacts, 24 now, reacts to that.
Terrible. Terrible.
Again, a single word tells the story. Not to Pete's liking, leaving the 3-6, a young man that won 3 times last year, second in money earned, over $164,000 behind Mike Albee, who will be up next. He will meet the winner of this match. So smooth. So now we're getting down to those final 2 frames. 9th frame coming up for Weber. Spare working.
Pete even lucky to be in the match. He was high in the 3rd frame, high in the 4th. Once again in the 7th and 8th frames, he's left the 3-6 spare, avoiding the split on all 4 occasions. Still has a chance to win the match. If he strikes out, he'd have a 223. Edwards going at a 218 pace.
Hey, all right, you threw a good ball.
Strange game. Open with a double, then spares, and finally the strike.
In the most important frame, the 9th frame, he will still have a chance to win the match if Edwards does not throw a double in either the 9th or 10th frames. For Edwards, he controls his own destiny. He can shut out Weber with a strike here and a mark in the 10th.
He's on the right lane of this championship pair. Now he needs a mark. Has his share of rooters here in this capacity crowd.
The first time he got in the swish zone, you see the ball of Edwards. It tomahawks the 10, he scalps the 5. He's got himself in position where he can shut out Pete Weber. And he's got to like that, Chris.
Mike and his family very proud of their Native American heritage, Cherokee and Choctaw. Edwards has crossed a big hurdle in champion Pete Weber, a great champion. Next, he will face